Fan reaction with Frankie. It's just not good enough, is he?
It's worse than just not good enough. It is 10 times worse than that.
Matt Sadler, he was the king before January, and we got found out, and he's been clueless to change it. We've just said on our instant reaction, Stephen said rather on the instant reaction, the Richard O'Kelly, Gary Waddock, there's experienced guys around him. Why?
I don't think he was the one who got us to that position. We got given a squad that was a very decent squad with a striker that should not be in this division. He got given this, and he somehow outworked and made them. He has mismanaged these people. He's incompetent. He has no idea what he's doing as a manager. So why is he still in charge? That is the question we have to ask Boycott, because he said in the programme today, I'm glad we're in the playoffs. I'm glad.
He said we're where we want to be. It's like, what are you talking about?
He is insufferable, and that's the question you've got to Boycott. He is either sack him now or sack him later, but I do not want to see him next season.
Well, the thing is, I think obviously going into playoffs, we've not got a chance in playoffs.
Not with him in charge. There is a small chance if you sack him, you bring in a playoff specialist, and that maybe he can change it around. But
we've talked around it a lot, but DJ is a natural goal scorer who's hardly got a kick. And in the second half of the season, when we've struggled, he's still not got a kick. So, and he's off at Twycross Zoo when we need a goal scorer.
He doesn't know what he's doing, because ego, and go, yeah, this guy, I might not be the best friends with him, but he's still a player you want to need.
He's a finisher.
Get us promoted, and then play your players you want to play next season when you're in League One.
Yeah.
Don't take your ego and go, oh, I'm not going to play him because my principles are not playing him. You just play him once in a while because you want to get promoted. Same as us, don't you? That's the main question. Why is he not?
Well, the thing against at home to Salford, we were 2-0 down. He brings DJ on. He scores 2 goals. And if that doesn't tell you that he's a finisher and you need him on the pitch, if that doesn't tell you that, then he didn't get any minutes the following game. But it's madness.
He may not be a perfect person to start every game because he doesn't fit the system. But we've seen time and time again he works off the bench.
For Adama, does he fit the system?
I don't know what his system is now. Adoma runs, that's one thing Adoma does, and Sadler likes to play who can run up and down the pitch.
Oh, there's so many questions. One for me, Ethan Wheatley. He threw him in, tried him, didn't work, and then he's just forgot him. There's a good quality player there. He just needed more time, I think.
He doesn't know what. It's these players that don't like it somehow. Like Kill Williams, who has now brought back because of fan pressure. And then you have players like Lakin, why was Lakin not on the bench in the last 2 games? And Wheatley, these players who could fit in the system and could work if he thought about it once in a while. But no,
he's playing the same players, yeah. Evan Weir, he's been great whenever he's played.
There are players on that pitch who are so tired and so shallow, like your Gordons, like your
Liam Gordon. I like Liam Gordon, but he's absolutely shattered. How many assists has he got all season? About 3. Asimwe creates more in 10 minutes than he does in like a month.
He doesn't have the right play. It's shocking. It's shocking. Playing a centre back in midfield, he's not John Stones. He is not John Stones. You can't try to make John Stones twice. In this match where you want to attack, you put a centre back who, yes, last week did score the hand of God, but you can't do that. He's not going to do that every single week, and you can't start him. So yes, play as a centre back because he was a decent centre back, but soon as he has played in that midfield, he has looked a shadow of himself. And this is Sadler playing players in the wrong position. He's not John Stones.
The thing is, I think my principal problem with Sadler is we've stuck with him. We've stuck with him, and I think it's right to have stuck with him to a point. But good managers are brave, and he is so lacking any courage. It takes him forever to make a change. Against Harrogate, we started the game well. They equalised. and the game was falling away from us. It needed a change at half time, and that change came with about 20 minutes to go, and then we were all over them. But it should have been a 45-minute assault, not 20.
Yeah, he's got no backbone. He doesn't have the best managers are managers that when something's not going right, you make the right subs at the right time. Look at managers. Yes, I know Pep Guardiola's out of this world, but this season he's changed it around because he's changed some systems and it's worked. So why stick with the players that are failing over and over again? Because it never works. And
Conor Barrett, he played Conor Barrett to such a point, the guy's exhausted. The only chance he gets a break is to get booked and get a suspension. And Liam Gordon played every game, misses a game for international duty, plays 2 games in Bermuda in a week, comes straight back into the first team, as knackered as he was before he went.
Yeah, Liam Gordon has made mistakes a tired player would make. But Sadler doesn't see tired pit players. He doesn't say, I have this player on the bench who would work and could fit in the system. May not be as good as he is at his peak, but better now because he's not as tired and is fit. A system that, like Bielsa, where you have to have constant changes because they play football constantly, they play attacking football.
Yeah, you can't ask the players. Like, you got Jamie Jellis. His first season as a full-time pro, he's hardly missed a game, and he's exhausted and he's trying stuff. In fairness, it's not coming off for him of late, but I mean, he's trying as hard as he can. But I mean, the guy is exhausted. He needs a break.
I don't know what he sees. No, he doesn't get asked. And when he gets asked questions, he never gets asked why are you playing tired players. I don't know what he sees.
He did well until recently. He didn't admit that tiredness was a factor.
But
how can it not? But like playing wing back, it's a very demanding position.
Wing back is is a job of 2 positions basically.
Yeah.
You're playing 2 positions in a formation that doesn't really help that. So you have to have fit players that can go up and down the wing easily.
Yeah, and then you get them to play every single game without a break. That's madness.
There was no cover at the start of that. There was no cover except for a Dimer, who he then, instead of playing as a cover for the wing back, he played striker. So he just doesn't have. He plays in the moment. He doesn't think, if I make players play too much, they're going to get tired.
Yeah. It's naivety really. And Richard O'Kelly, I know he's only his mentor, but I mean, he should have been making that clear to him when we were on our winning run. That you've got to be resting players or they're going to be shot.
Yeah, you have Richard Kelly, and you also have the guy right next to his back.
Gary Waddock,
Gary Waddock, who has got Bristol Rovers promoted
and Cambridge,
as a backup manager. Cambridge promoted as a backup manager. So why is he not going Sadler?
The writing was on the wall, wasn't he? The writing's been on the wall since February, and nobody in the club has addressed it, and that's why we've sort of gradually dropped off. Now the thing is, at the end of February, early March, it was like, this is going wrong, and people were saying sack the manager. It's like, we're top of the league, but I mean, it was going wrong then, and just nobody's corrected it.
He's ended up playing players like Chang, who should have been brought in when we were playing badly. Now it's a questionable thing, because when you're playing bad, you think, I'll just change something up, I'll tweak something. It doesn't work. I have a few games at the end of the season. Don't start tweaking things when you have 4 games at the end of the season. And every single game is a crucial point. You need every 3 points in that one.
To be honest, since February, he's been playing for a draw in most games.
It would have been. We could have got promoted if we drew every single game, but we've lost them.
We've tried to draw every game.
That's the problem. But the problem is, games that are like Bromley, where if we just gone out for it for the last 10 minutes, we might have ended up with a goal.
I think the game was there to win at Bromley, and he just didn't go for it.
Against Doncaster, just played terrible.
Yeah.
No changes until we had to force to. He hasn't been brave and gone, I'll try and get the most points as I can this season. He thought, I'll just get us promoted third, just about. But look where we are now. That hasn't worked out.
Yeah, it's a awful collapse, and I don't think anybody will be putting money on Walsall in the playoffs.
No,
but we'll address it and more in the fan chat.
He's getting humiliated.
Cheers.